Oh, hello. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. I love you. What the fuck? Well, you know, ma'am, I'm taken. Me too, Larissa. I missed you. It's been 5 days since your last visit. How cute. Did you actually count the days? Like every bartender in this town? I'm sorry I haven't been here sooner, Donnie. She calls me Donnie. It's been a hectic week at work. I haven't set foot in a bar in 3 days already. And I've heard many of my colleagues have been visiting the Red Strings Club as of late. So unfair. I came here as soon as I finished tying up loose ends at the office. Haha, I must have to rebrand if my only clientele are going to be corp breed bastards. Please don't. This is one of the few real places left to have a drink in this city. Oh, if you actually rebrand, you have my card, right? You never miss an opportunity. I just love my job. Do you have any of my stuff left? I'm fully stocked on your stuff. Oh, she smoked. Then an e-cigarette or like a clove? Purple smoke, too. I sense you're a bit anxious. We're old friends, Donnie. You can cut to the chase and tell me what it is I can do for you. Can't add anything from you, can I? The matter is quite delicate, though. Closely related to your recent projects. I see. That explains why Diana and Naima came here yesterday. One day you'll have to explain to me how you pull so many strings without leaving the counter. I've told you 100 times, this club is haunted. I'm a prisoner of the red strings. But in exchange, the club somehow weaves fate to please my desires. You won't ever stop spouting that Mr. crap, huh? Gotta admit, it's great marketing, though, building your own urban legend. Laugh all you want, at least acknowledge my cocktails do pack some magic. That's undeniable, yes. You always make me feel things no other man ever draws out of me. But I'll ascribe that to your charisma. Are you in the same mood to share some intel with me, then? Oh, I'm absolutely in the mood. However, you're right that this is quite the delicate matter. So why don't we spice things up a little? I love to see your magic at work. But you always end up getting me horny and I spill everything you want to know. Damn, you cut the sexual tension with a fucking knife. Haha, sorry. So here's the deal. You can ask me whatever you want, but before each question you have to serve me a drink. And you can't repeat cocktails, okay? Sure, sounds fun. Fantastic. Now please, I've been sober far too long. Then make me a drink. Let's go for Euphoria. So we want this to go left. And up. Give it a shake. A little bit of ice in there. Put a little bit of this on top. Shit. See how this goes. Holy fucking yes. Do you like it? This is the best fucking drink I've ever had in my life. As someone who likes making cocktails, whenever someone says this is, whenever someone compliments my drinks, it is the best feeling in the world. That's all you want. That's all you want in this crazy fucking world. I love you, Donnie. I love you so much. Love you too, my goddess of fun. Okay, shoot, before this beautiful rush vanishes. How are you going to convince people to swallow SPW and when? Have you met Supercontinent Lucio? Any marketing ideas for the Akari androids? I'm asked about Joanna Septis. Are you aware of the Joanna Septis situation? Oh my god. Are you on that? It's been ages since something that thrilling happened in the company. What's happening? Well, you know what? I don't feel like talking about it. Hey, why didn't you just say that it was, didn't you say it was thrilling? Well, yes, it's pretty crazy shit. But Joanna really went loony, lost her shit down the deepest of shitholes, but it's pushing her to the brink of suicide. So you're making me feel horrible inducing euphoria and asking me about a broken down colleague. You're heartless. Well, I'm very sorry, Larissa. I didn't know. This totally backfired. My apologies. Can you make it up with another cocktail? You better. I kind of want to... Are we going to go after lust? I think we're going to go after... I think we're going to go target lust. I'm kind of curious. So, to the left. Dude, we're gonna go mostly to the left. And down. That's left. A little bit of this and that too. Oh, I went the wrong way. God damn it, I didn't want that one. Dump that shit out. Some ice. I'm gonna go to the right. And down. Splash club. Can I just say, too, I'm not a fan of these kind of shakers. I find that they're not good. That little top gets fucking welded in there with the sugars when you're making stuff. Much prefer a Boston shaker, which is like the two tins that you, like, hit together. Much better, in my opinion. So now we need more down. Splash her right. I fucked this up real bad, but we're gonna power through this. Alright, roll to the left. And down. Fuck, I fucked it up. God, I am bad at this, let me tell you. We're gonna go simple. To the right. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I do want to shake it. To the right. And down. Little float of this on top. There we go. See if she likes this one. Ah, yes. You've actually done it, you sensual son of a bitch. That is a fucking compliment right there. This game has... Some of the writing in this game is so good. I love... In a game like this, like a game like this, you need to, like... Oh, God, it's so good. You really need to, like, emphasize, like, writing because your characters can't talk, and these games really kind of just, like, like, they either succeed or fail based on how good the writing is, and the writing in this game is chef's kiss. Did what? Don't play coy with me. It only makes it worse. Now you've got me all wet, so either ask me a question or fuck me already. Damn. That is, you know, it doesn't get any more direct. Now you've got me all wet, so either ask me a question or fuck me already. That is... I love their fucking, like... I love their relationship. It's so cool. So good. Ha, okay, here we go. I love how awkward he's like, haha, okay, here we go. Just whistled right past her being like, you gotta fuck me right now. Let's see, how are you going to convince people to swallow SPW and when? Let's do that. How are you going to convince people to swallow SPW and when? I was sure you'd be quite knowledgeable regarding SPW at this point. I even know about Gen Psych, or Gene Psych. So you can save any detours and get straight to the point. Wow, you're going against supercontinent guns blazing, huh? Correct. and I believe you're one of the most dangerous pieces on this board. Its success among the masses rests on your lusty shoulders. Ugh. I am slouching like a motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love when you play badass. When and how, Larissa? Shit. This is plain torture, Donnie. Okay, about the when. It's already begun. What? We started with a soft launch. Activated among 4% of users. Feedback has been astonishingly positive so far. Is Brandeis among the soft launch users? When are you going to announce it to the media? Yeah. Wait. Is Brandeis among the soft launch users? Oh, come on. Forget about that clown already. What can he give you that I can't? I can wear a strap-on if you... Wait, hey, focus. Okay, jeez. There's no way to know who got the silent update. I'm sorry. Will you be able to tell if he changed? Who knows? He's always been a smiling bastard. Oh god, stop it. Okay then. When will it become 100% operational? If everything goes according to plan, in a couple of weeks. Shit, that's so sudden. Can't believe this has flown under my radar for so long. 2 weeks? So I got that done. Let's see. I still have to find out what the mirror neuron algorithm is. Says you're right for underestimating corporations. Give me a break. There's just too much happening nowadays for one implant-free guy to keep track of, okay? Oh yeah, you're adorable. Oh yeah, you're adorable with your spiral notebook. Oh, don't be mad. Can't expect to tease a cat and not get toyed with a little, right, Mousy? Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the how. Okay, here's the thing. The SPW update is going to be free. Marketing won't be about selling, but celebrating. Social Psych Welfare is going to open the gates to a better world. The BAS even agreed to set the doomsday clock a couple of minutes back. Oh my fucking god, what a load of bullshit. This celebration will come with a new financing program backed by the government. So you can get an upgrade and finance it at 0 interest thanks to the new healthcare plan. Implants are going to be like selling hotcakes. Don't you feel guilty for pushing all this into the world? Why should I? I'm not the one calling the shots here. My job is to make products attractive, not to judge anybody. Come on, you can't just wash your hands like that. Yes, I can. Maybe I'd be trouble if I had to go around injecting people with SPW against their will. Hey, Nate, what's going on? How are you doing? Welcome in. We are playing some Red Strings Club, and this game is fucking wonderful. But marketing? Nothing wrong about persuasion. Isn't it something we do all the time, persuading other people into buying our shit? Aren't you, my beautiful bartender, a fucking master of manipulation? Or is persuasion only justified when it aligns with your agenda? The problem comes when you do it over mass media. There's a huge responsibility when you broadcast an idea. I disagree. People are responsible for their own decisions and thoughts. Or do you just do as your TV commands? My day, honestly, I'm gonna say my day's a solid 5.5. Solid 5.5 today. I've had a really good day. I had a good day, like, got to see some people, got to talk, had some good talks with some people, some good talks with friends, some important talks with friends. It was a lot of work. I have honestly, I have more good days than bad days. Like, I talked to some friends today. I am sad, though. It loses 1.5 because Britt's going to be out of town for the next maybe week or two, potentially, and I'm going to miss her really bad. But independent of that, it's been a good day today. If people prefer to stare at commercials instead of turning off the television and reading a book, what do I call that? All right, not my fucking problem. But it is your problem. You, quite a bit more than the average citizen, are changing the world. Are you okay with a world inhabited solely by obedient sheep? Maybe I am. The point is that it's not my opinion that counts here, it's my client's. Because, my dear Donnie, you're taking for granted a key detail. You're so confident your stance is the correct one. You haven't even stopped to consider, what if the virtuous thing to do is to watch TV and burn books? If you're so damn right, why aren't people reading books anymore? Are you implying you do it better than the rest of us? The music is part of the game, and it's really fucking good. This soundtrack is fucking sweet. Every song on this soundtrack is really good so far. Yes, I know better than book burners, and you're twisting my words. What's your point? Should I stop fighting for what I think is right? What about that? Then what? Should I stop fighting for what I think is right? No. But right now, pretty boy, you're not fighting. You're telling me that I shouldn't tell people what to do. A bit hypocritical, don't you think? Oh, okay, good to know. Let me drop that in the mix. That's the thing. I usually drop my music back a little bit, but good call. Better? Better, worse? 1 to 7. Is it better or worse? Good, thank you. A bit hypocritical, don't you think? What do you think I should be doing now? Do what we marketing directors can't. Set the city's mainframe on fire. Kidnap our CEO. Leak our designs on the net. Heal for what I care. Hell for what... Oh, sorry, can't talk. Hell for what I care. Y'all could break into our offices to beat our asses up. Are you seriously asking me to beat some sense into you right now? Right now? I wish you'd try. Wouldn't recommend it, though. I double you in weight and can't say if I'd be able to control myself after I knock you out. Okay, this is getting intense. Let's keep this conversation moving. So basically, what's happening is you play the bartender here, Donovan, and you're an information broker in this city, and the company that this woman works for, Larissa, that company it works in like genetic manipulation and implants, like Blade Runner style kind of stuff. Like Blade Runner, Westworld, kind of like, think like that kind of aesthetic. And basically what she's trying to do, what this company's trying to do, is they have all these implants in everybody in the city, and they're basically going to trigger something that makes them all completely obedient, and it gets rid of their feelings and emotions, so that way they're more obedient. And that's kind of how the story goes, and it's kind of like, there's like branching stuff, and like, it's an adventure game, so like, I think there's like multiple endings I can get. This is my first time playing it, and I am loving it. It is so much fun. Let's keep this conversation moving. Have you heard about the MNA? Yeah, let me ask about that. So, have you heard about the MNA? Sounds familiar. What is it? The mirror neuron algorithm? Oh yeah, don't really know what that's about. I heard Edgar mumbling about it the last time I went to his place. Edgar who? Dr. Edgar Coldstream, the resident mad scientist at Supercontinent. He's supposed to be in charge of this MNA thing. Okay, so we got something. Plus, he's directing development of the Akara androids. Can't wait to jump onto the marketing of those things. Haven't seen them live yet, but I've seen some concepts. They're pretty cool with this girlish body type. I'm very much alike to your aid there. I'm sorry, but I'm not a robot. That's exactly what a robot would say if robots could lie. So, Edgar. Gotta say, the guy's pretty hot for a mad scientist. Did you get laid with the genius? You should be warned about the MNA. Could you tell Edgar I want to meet him? Yeah, no problem. He's a great guy. I don't know if you two will get along, though. Why? He's a bit unstable, but in a good sense. In what sense? The guy's behavior is a bit chaotic. He may be hard to read. Well, I'll see for myself, I guess. If you like him, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Alright, I'm gonna ask. You say you went to his place. Did you get laid with Supercontinent's genius? Absolutely. It was really freaky, too, because he's replaced his whole lower body with bionics. Damn. And he had this set of... I'm gonna say this, because I need to say this, with nothing around it. And he had this set of interchangeable dicks. Great line. Whoa, too much information. Serves you right for asking. You should be warned about the mirror neuron algorithm. What now? Don't give me those puppy dog eyes. I'm serious. This affects us all. Even people like us who don't wear implants. The MNA is supposed to propagate the effects of SPW to the whole population. Really? How? That's what I want to find out, and avoid if possible. I don't believe you. You must have heard wrong. Oh, looks like you're not so happy with SPW if it affects you, huh? Darling, I'm alright with selling weapons. Now with getting shot by them. In any case, it sounds pretty far-fetched. Like some cheap dystopian sci-fi plot device. Even if it was plausible, I don't see Supercontinent of all corps carrying that out. Hope you're right. Just wanted to warn you before it's too late. Thank you, I guess. If you find out this shit's real, let me know and I'll be happy to help. Still, it'd be better if you discuss this with Edgar. I'm sure that, like SPW, it isn't as bad as you're imagining. Enough about Edgar. Okay, I'm fed up with SPW, let's move on. You should be thinking about how to live with it rather than how to stop it. It's rather inevitable at this point. We'll see. Okay, enough taking advantage of my sex drive. Serve me a new drink. I don't want to delve into the madness. Yeah, I need one Cupid. Alright, so we need to go right. Oh, also, yeah, Nate. So also you're a bartender in this game, and you have to serve drinks. And I can tap into her madness or her depression based on the drink I make. Let's go to the yeah. So I have my right alcohol, and I need my up alcohol. Oh shit, I did it wrong. Damn it. Going to the left alcohol. And my up alcohol. So we were talking about it earlier. I'm going to ask everyone the rest of the night on this question. Since we're playing a game about drinking. Not a drinking game, but a game about drinking. Nate, what's your favorite cocktail? If you have one, what's your favorite cocktail? See if she likes it. What an arresting drink. Makes me think of how we identify with our clothes and words. A Moscow, I love a good Moscow Mule. Nothing better than a good Moscow Mule. It's refreshing, got a good bite to it, and you can do a lot with like a Moscow Mule base. Like the base of Moscow Mule, the lime juice, the ginger beer, the vodka. You can do a lot with that. You know what you can do? Throw some berries, throw some strawberries especially. Throw some strawberries in there, muddle those up. Or raspberries too. Muddle those up, and then, oh my god, that'd be good. That'd be really fucking good. Look at this on there. But they're not quite us as an identity. Moreover, in the same way we're not our dress, we're not our feet or belly buttons. We're not any of those particularities, but some of them. Wait, here comes the mind blow. The same way my shoes aren't me, other people aren't me either. I mean, you, Donnie, clearly aren't me, right? Right. So if shoes, dress, toes, and lipstick aren't me, but in some way together they are, we could say that in some way you are me too, no? This state is going to be tricky to deal with. But maybe with the proper questions, I can fish some juicy info out of the philosophic noise. I could go for one now too, but I didn't make any ice tonight. Do you like vodka drinks? Nate, how do you feel about gin? Do you like gin or do you not like gin? Because gin and vodka aren't too far apart in terms of, at their essence, what there are. You know, it'd be good. I would say, next time you make a Moscow Mule or you get a Moscow Mule, see if they'll make it with gin instead of vodka and see if you like it. Because I think if you put like a good if you don't like the juniper nature of the juniperiness of a gin, you could probably do like a Hendrix, which is more floral. If a place has Hendrix, try to get a Moscow Mule with Hendrix. I think that could be interesting. I think I could see that working. If I had a bottle of Hendrix, I would try this myself because I have ginger beer in my fridge. Also, I love when I do one. When I do one myself, I love a nice spicy ginger beer. God, that's a really good way to stop that. I love that for you, bestie. Amy, how are you doing? Welcome in. But Amy, I would ask you what your favorite cocktail is, but I already know your favorite cocktail. It's the Old Fashioned. Your favorite cocktails are the Old Fashioned and the Espresso Martini. So, I already know that about you, so I don't even have to ask. We've had many conversations about this. Old Fashions are great when made correctly. So I saw a recipe, Amy, for brown butter fat washed bourbon. I'm gonna make that, and I'm gonna do a brown butter bourbon old-fashioned with smoked maple syrup. Ooh, baby. That's gonna be fucking good. I am very excited to try to make that this week. Brown butter, delicious. Have you ever seen... We were actually talking cocktails earlier, and since we're playing Red Strings Club, cocktails have kind of been on my mind. Yeah, I love a good sweet. Sweetness is good. You need a little bit of it in a cocktail. Well, depending on the cocktail, you don't need sweetness in a fucking martini, because that's not the point of a martini. But have you ever seen fat washing for liquor? It's really cool. So for those who don't know, when you fat wash an alcohol, what you do is you take like a fat, like bacon fat, butter, coconut. You can do a coconut oil too. I've fat washed bourbon with coconut oil, and it adds such a cool kind of like taste to it. But so what I would do is I would brown some butter, mix it in with some bourbon, and then what you do is you take it, you shake it a little bit, and you let it sit out for maybe like a little amount of time, some time, maybe like an hour or so. And every maybe 20-30 minutes, you shake it so it stays infused. Then you put it in the freezer overnight, and then when you take it out, all of the fat is going to form to the top like a puck, like a hockey puck to the top of whatever you like, your jar or whatever. Use a jar because it's easier to get out. A puck of fat forms to the top, and then you take it out, you take the fat out, and then you run it through like a coffee strainer, and it takes a while. And then what happens is that pulls out all of like the fat, but overnight what happens is whatever the flavor of whatever you're infusing into the liquor is going to be pulled in by the alcohol. So after you like filter out the fats, the flavor of that fat, I would absolutely... Apricots, fly me out. If you can fly me out to Redacted, I'd also have to get a passport. I would apricots, if I could, I would 1000% bartend your wedding. I would absolutely bartend your wedding. In a fucking heartbeat, I would do that. I would absolutely bartend your wedding. But yeah, so after you like overnight, the alcohol, the molecules in the alcohol pull in the flavor from whatever you're fat washing it with it. My betting, excuse you. Excuse you. Are you a psychiatrist wearing an apron? I'm not gonna stop, because that was a Freudian slip. Excuse you.